Welcome, Dr. James back at Sports Card Insights. Another card wall video, this time from Buddy Hield up through Harry Hooper, the Baseball Hall of Famer. My nephew James, Buddy Hield was his second favorite player at one point in time behind Steph, because he was a long-range bomber. My nephew was at one point. Now he's more of a complete player, and very proud of him. But Buddy, unless he gets traded to the Mavs, he's probably not going to make it to the wall. Thanks, sponsors. Appreciate their support. Gene Hickerson, what was I thinking? At one point, I was thinking I'm going to have one card from every Hall of Famer of every sport. And I realize now that's several thousand. I don't have room for it. And Gene Hickerson is not even a major. Just enough said. Dick Hightower, on the other hand, built my parents' first home in Texas. He was a home builder after he graduated from SMU, and I don't know that he played pros, but he was a really good All-American football player, so personal connection there. Grant Hill, I try to imagine what would have been if he had not gotten injured. I met Grant Hill. He and his dad came down for a program many years ago now, but a quality guy and got some great cards, but if he'd have been able to continue at the level where he started, he would be considered one of the GOATs. Probably the championship hardware. Let's see. Chuck Hixson, my longtime friend from college, at one point held several NCAA passing records. Personal friend. This is a vanity card. I had to do some tall talking to get BGS to slab it, considering it is not a legitimate card. But actually, you can get cards from anybody that played that doesn't have cards. Norm Hitzkes, who is a local radio celebrity, and it's going to be on my wall till he comes over. Basically, this was a pretty obscure card. Pro Set was entrepreneurial, led Denny. And so this was, I think, a failed TV program attempt, interview program that Norm was involved in. Troy Aikman was involved. So those cards were very limited. Gil Hodges, glad he's in the Hall of Fame. This is probably the card I will put. A 7.5 for a 53 Bowman color it's taking a beautiful card and really, I'm very pleased with that. Most of the grades I got on my personal collection were 5s and 6s. 49 Bowman, Hodges. Again, the way BGS does it, if it's a smaller card, it doesn't look as good as a more 2.5 by 3.5 or a 56 top size, something like that. And this is the card I originally had, just commemorating his time as a manager with the Mets, which is what he was doing when he passed away. But that won't be there, but I'll keep the 53 Bowman color. Ben Hogan, again, British cigarette card. I have lunch every other month at his museum, the private room in his old golf club, every other month with a bunch of friends from Fort Worth and other places. He was a singularly focused golfer that was inspiring generations of golfers. Hulk Hogan, I'm not sure what he's inspiring, tearing up T-shirts, but I should have bought a whole bunch of sets. I bought the A and B and C sets, whatever. I bought them when 81 and 82. I bought them when they first came out from the magazine offer of complete sets. I should have just bought a bunch of them, but I didn't, and nothing happened to them. I turned them in for grading a number of years back, and it comes back a 7, even though it was in a polybag set. Nat Holman, another basketball sport kings, but I just don't think that's going to make it, but it wouldn't be bad if it did. Evander Holyfield, I don't have a problem with Evander being there. There's a Browns boxing card. And again, same deal. I bought those sets as they came out. They were $5 a piece or something. For some of them, it was before they'd hit it, and for others, they were good. Burt Hooton, the University of Texas Longhorn legend, had a great knuckle curve, trying to have equal time around here. Even if you're SMU or Texas Tech, most people either have a loyalty more to Texas Longhorns or to Texas A&M. So trying to give equal time to Texas. Burt Hooton was probably better than his record indicated. Ed Hooper, which confuses people, it's really Harry Hooper, so you can get a bargain on that. So I'm going to keep this uncorrected error. Very nice looking. It's authentic, but I think it's because all strip cards are hand cut. It's obviously hand cut, but it's nicely hand cut. I'm okay with the authentic. I'm not going to resubmit it and try to get a 2 or a 5 or whatever. It's a nice card as is. But the tougher card is the Z-Nut of Harry Hooper. A lot of the great players played in the PCL, which is what Z-Nuts covered back in those days. And he was a really good player. But I think I'll stick with the strip card but this wouldn't be bad. This is a really good card. So thanks, everybody. Be back again tomorrow.